I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Kevin, the 15 count McCarthy got booted yesterday by Matt Gaetz from down in Florida and a bunch of other Republicans. I think it was 8 of them all total. They were all boys, none of the women, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene. What's the other woman? Lauren Boebert. She wasn't in a part of that process. I think they were Kevin McCarthy, but they kept their mouth shut. Matt Gaetz is wielding a lot of power down there in Washington. I need to go down and talk to that boy. At any rate, so now America does not have a Speaker of the House. Now, I don't know if you know about this, but the Speaker of the House gets a private jet. That's right. Director of the FBI. All these boys get a private jet, and the Vice President gets a big old plane like the presidential plane. Camelback ain't Black Harris is flying around. She's down there visiting with Jim Clyburn down in South Carolina. Sister Angela Kane should have went up to her and told her, Pastor Manning been talking about you. She gets a private plane too. They all get private planes. So Kevin McCarthy has now had to give up his keys to the private plane. He had all those perks. He has special bathrooms to go to and everything. Everything special. All that is gone. He only was, speaker for like how long? Did y'all watch it yesterday? It was something to behold. And the Democrats, Hakeem Jeffries, that boy, he's up here from New York. Honestly, that boy graduated New York Law School with a magna cum laude. Hakeem Jeffries, right? He's the minority leader down there in Washington, D.C. So, America did not have a Speaker of the House out there talking. But they're talking about Jim Jordan. That guy, Jim Jordan, he won't put on a jacket. There's something wrong with him. Something wrong with him. I tell you, there's something wrong with the boy. He's from Ohio. Anyway, so somebody said that Donald John Trump, can be the Speaker of the House because you don't have to be a member of the Congress to be the Speaker of the House. You can just say, all right, we want Donald John Trump. That might be a position of power for him. I think Trump's going to be scared to put his hat in the ring because he could alienate a lot of people that are supportive of him right now if he just keeps his mouth shut. But if Trump decides, because Trump could be, and then running for president, it might not be a good look. And then going in and out of court, he won't have time to. And I think, by the way, what Trump is doing by showing up, he's here back in New York, the third day. I mean, going to that, I've been to that same courtroom so many times, it ain't funny. To be there 3 days in a row is a big deal. And I think it's working for him. I think his strategy is working because he's getting a lot of press. He can come out and talk to it if he like something the judge says, don't like something that somebody else says. He can come right out and the press is right then. He can say something and go back in the courtroom and sit back down. And it's just spread all over the world, So he's getting free press. It costs him zillions of dollars. And he's getting it on CNN and people that have vowed never to cover him. CNN's covering him. MSNBC is covering him. Even I've been covering him. So the question is whether or not he's going to run for Speaker of the House, right? I don't know. I mean, he might do it, but it would be difficult because if he became Speaker, he'd have to be around there, fooling around there, all them people casting votes and counting and, and dealing with the Speaker's luncheon and all that kind of a thing. So it might be a bit much for him, seeing how he's running for president. That's what he really wants to be. He wants to be president again. And he very well might. I'm telling y'all, you better watch yourself. Fooling around here. You had that boy Jim Clyburn from down there in South Carolina talk Joe Biden my time into putting Camelback ain't Black Harris rather than that other woman, Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren. He should have put Elizabeth Warren on the ticket. Right now, the Democrats will be safe going into the 2024 election because Biden, it looks like his son is a crackhead. Hunter Biden is a crackhead, brought cocaine to the White House the other day, put it in one of the little cubbies so when he go back out the door, he could take it. I don't know what that was all about, but that cocaine in the White House, that boy Hunter Biden, that crackhead, he brought that. Now, I'm not being ugly. Everybody knows the man smoked crack, right? If I was saying that about somebody black, you say, yeah, that's right. Anyway, so see, I got you that one. All right. So Biden is worried about his son who's a crackhead. And his son bought a gun while he was, and Biden, I don't know, he looks like he's losing weight. I don't know what's wrong with him. But see, if Biden had chosen Elizabeth Warren rather than Camelback ain't Black Harris, Biden said, well, I think I'm going to kiss Jill and we're going to go and we're going to have a vacation at Rehoboth Beach there in Delaware. That's a biblical name, Rehoboth Beach, right? We're going to take some time off and we're going to put you in the hands of Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren. And she's going to run for president and she'll be able to beat the living daylights out of Trump. But he didn't do that. And now he's stuck with, Kamala Harris. And Willie Brown is still looking across. I saw Kamala Harris twerking the other day. Did y'all see that? She was twerking. And doing this, why she twerking? She's doing this. I don't know if the engineer has that. She was twerking. I said, Lord, she wants to be president. You think you're at a party with Willie Brown? And by the way, she was twerking with a bunch of rappers. I think that boy Common, y'all know him? I think Common was there. A bunch of rappers there where she was twerking and she was doing it and pointing her finger. And, the Lord have mercy. And Biden had put up Jill Biden. I don't think Jill Biden likes her at all. So that's what's happening. So the reason why Trump can possibly become president again is because he ran against Joe, Biden, my time Biden. And, he might, the next thing they got Trump as president, a whole lot of people he'll be running for the hills. People leaving the country if Trump becomes president because that boy's mad. That boy is upset with what is going on. And I don't know, you got Mr. Engineer? You got her twerking? Yeah, look at that. There she go. Look at that girl. Look at that. Go ahead, Camelback. Look at that girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that girl go. Look at that. I understand she's married to a Jewish guy, right? I wonder if he saw that. So, but if the Democrats had chosen Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren, so Trump might be president again. Because ain't nobody in the Democrat Party gonna take him down. I can tell you that right now. And he ain't gonna go to jail. Y'all can forget that. If you think Trump's, I think the Jack Smith, the event that's gonna happen, when's that? That trial is scheduled for May. Is it March? Yeah, scheduled for March. Is it March? Yeah. And he may be convicted probably by, June or July. But he ain't going to jail. And you can forget that. Because not just because, and by the way, there is a two-tier, I can tell you right now, because the things that Trump is saying, that when I come back after break, I'm going to take a break and I'm coming right back, they would lock me up if I was talking that kind of talk. So we'll see how this is going to work out. But I think Jim Jordan is probably the favorite. Steve Scalise, I think he got shot the other day, a couple of years going back, and somebody said he was battling cancer. Well, he has my prayers, I think. And so we don't know who's going to be Speaker of the House coming, but whoever it is, I think that Matt Gaetz, I listen to Matt Gaetz. I'm no fan of Matt Gaetz, I can tell you that right now. But I think he said some important things. I think the other thing is that Kevin, 15 McCount, McCarthy was he was just a very weak person. He lied a lot. And he was the epitome of being humiliated, by allowing that 15 vote back to get him as Speaker of the House. And then he sold his soul to get the Speaker of the House. So, at any rate,